When the sun sets on October 30th in Hollow Bend, people lock their doors and cover their mirrors. They call it Lantern Night, the one night each year when the Lantern Man walks the fog-covered roads, searching for a soul to guide him home. 16-year-old Emily had heard the warnings her whole life, but she didn't believe in ghost stories. When her car broke down that night near the old bridge, she laughed off her fear and started walking. The fog was thick, swallowing sound. Her flashlight barely cut through it. Then she saw the glow, a flickering orange light ahead. A man stood there, holding an old lantern. "You lost?" he asked, his voice deep, calm, too calm. "Yeah," she said nervously. "My car broke down. Is there a phone nearby?" He smiled faintly. "No phones where I come from." Something about his face was wrong. His eyes didn't reflect light, they absorbed it. "Do you live nearby?" she asked. "I walk," he said simply. "I walk until someone takes the light." She frowned. "Takes the light?" He lifted the lantern slightly. The glow flickered, revealing what was inside, not a flame, but a small, shriveled heart still beating slowly. Emily gasped and stepped back. "What is that?" He smiled wider. "Mine. Once. Until she took it." The wind rose, whispering like a voice. Emily turned. Shadows moved in the fog. Figures, dozens, all holding dim lanterns with hearts inside. The man extended his lantern toward her. "Take it," he said. "Keep it burning. Or it will take you instead." Emily ran, sprinting blindly until the road vanished beneath her feet. She stumbled, falling hard. When she looked up, the man was standing over her, lantern held close. The light reflected in her eyes, and then inside them. The next morning, rescuers found her car still running, door open, but no sign of her. Only a single lantern sat on the bridge, glowing faintly. Locals say if you drive through Hollow Bend on October 30th, you'll see a girl walking with a lantern, and if you stop to help her, she'll ask softly, "Will you take the light?" The night before Halloween had always felt cursed in Milburn County. Locals called it Devil's Eve, the night the dead rehearsed for tomorrow. For Sarah and her 3 friends, it was supposed to be a thrill. They'd heard about the Wilder house, an abandoned mansion deep in the woods. The rumor said if you went there on October 30th and stayed till midnight, you'd see the house wake up. It sounded like a perfect dare. They arrived just after 10 p.m. The mansion loomed in the fog, its windows shattered, vines twisting around the front steps like veins. The door opened on its own. Inside, the air was colder than outside. The furniture was covered in dust and claw marks. On the wall hung a single portrait, a woman with hollow eyes, her mouth stitched into a smile. "Creepy," said Tyler, filming with his phone. "This'll go viral." They wandered through the rooms, laughing nervously. But as the clock neared midnight, the laughter stopped. Sarah noticed something strange. Every room had the same furniture, the same cracked mirror, the same painting. It was like the house was repeating itself. Then, from upstairs, came a sound, a door slamming, followed by footsteps. Heavy, slow, deliberate. "Someone else is here," whispered Mia. They climbed the staircase together. At the end of the hall was a single red door. It was the only one that looked new. "Let's check it," Tyler said. He turned the knob. The door opened to reveal a room identical to the one they'd started in downstairs, but with one difference. On the dusty sofa sat themselves. 4 figures, lifeless, motionless, sitting exactly as they had been an hour ago. Sarah's phone vibrated. A notification popped up. Live stream started, Wilder House. Tyler checked his camera. It was on, recording by itself. On the screen, they saw the same scene, themselves standing behind their dead doubles, watching. Then the figures on the sofa turned their heads toward the camera, eyes snapping open. The real Sarah screamed. The video feed glitched violently. When the image cleared, there were 8 people on screen, their reflections now fully alive, smiling. The next morning, hikers found the house empty, except for 4 new portraits on the wall, of Sarah, Tyler, Mia, and Jake. All smiling, mouths stitched shut. And every October 30th, the Wilder House's red door appears again, waiting for someone new to open it. October 30th, the night before Halloween, was usually quiet in the small town of Redwood. But this year, something was different. The air was heavier, the sky darker, and the local radio station, WZRD 103.1, had announced a special midnight broadcast. A true story from the archives, one never aired before. Darren, the overnight DJ, didn't know much about it. The tape had just arrived that evening in a plain envelope marked play at 12 o'clock. Do not stop. There was no return address. He almost didn't play it. But curiosity won. At midnight sharp, Darren hit record and pressed play. A voice came through, static-filled, calm, almost too calm. If you're hearing this, you're still among the living. But not for long. Darren frowned. Probably some prank, he thought. But as the recording continued, his unease grew. The voice started describing a small town, the same size as Redwood, with the same landmarks, the clock tower, the diner, even his radio station. Tonight, the veil is thin, the voice said. They'll come for those who listen. You'll hear them before you see them, in the static, in the silence between words. The line crackled. Darren adjusted the volume. For a moment, he swore he heard whispering, hundreds of voices overlapping, calling his name. He laughed nervously into the mic, nice try, whoever you are. You got me. But then the studio lights flickered. One by one, the meters on the soundboard began to spike, though no sound was playing. Outside the glass booth, a figure moved, someone standing in the hallway, watching. Hey! Darren shouted. No answer. He checked the security cameras, all screens showed static. Except one. The feed from the lobby displayed a tall figure with a distorted face, standing perfectly still. He turned back to the tape. The voice continued, lower now, almost a whisper. They are behind the glass now, Darren. Don't turn around. His breath caught. He hadn't said his name on air that night. He froze, staring straight ahead. Through the reflection on the studio glass, he saw movement, dozens of pale shapes gathering behind him. Their mouths were open, but no sound came out. The studio clock hit 12:33 a.m. The tape ended with a soft click. In the silence, a faint static voice said, "Now your story is ours." The next morning, police found the studio empty. The tape was still playing, but instead of static, it broadcast the faint sound of breathing and a voice whispering names of local residents, one by one. And every October 30th, just before Halloween, WZRD 103.1 still goes live at midnight. The DJ never speaks, but sometimes, listeners swear they can hear him whispering through the static. Don't listen too long.